Welcome to Amino's rapid briefing on upcycling. Until very recently, pay TV service providers needing to unify their set-top box middleware to take advantage of IP cloud benefits and offer enhanced services were faced with limited choices. The options ranged from do nothing and run the risk of continually losing customers to competitors with more advanced offerings to upgrade the entire set-top box environment, usually a commercially impractical solution. An effective strategy could be to launch a premium offering alongside a current service. This enables an operator to provide advanced functionality with little service disruption and minimal upfront investment. It also provides the opportunity to upsell existing customers. The downside of this solution is the increased operational complexity and the inability to unify services to benefit from an IP cloud workflow. However, with advances in technology, inspired in part by the rise of virtualization within the enterprise space, a practical and cost-effective alternative has emerged, and this short presentation will compare and contrast the choices and demonstrate the power of Amino OS, a software layer and cloud-enabled service that turns both legacy and current generation set-top box hardware into a single, unified, agile infrastructure, giving flexible, lower-cost alternatives to the status quo. Lift and replace is the model whereby all legacy CPE and set-top box hardware is replaced with a current generation equivalent. And at first glance, this looks like utopia, rapid transition with no legacy boxes to deal with. However, this is clearly an extremely expensive approach, requiring concentrated near-term investment for a complete swap out of legacy hardware, which in turn creates the risk of generating a significant and potentially irreversible churn point. This in turn could threaten the ability to maximize ROI within a reasonable time frame. The cap and grow model maintains existing customers on the current service while building a second line of customers with a new, more advanced offering that employs the latest hardware with more advanced functions and services. This approach seems simple since it ignores the legacy hardware problem and enables the rapid rollout of new services. And until recently, this has been the most common solution for platform operators. However, the main disadvantage to this approach is the time frame, which can be up to 5 years or more. It relies on the natural decline of legacy hardware with a requirement to commit to operating on 2 platforms for an extended but indefinable period. In addition to the complexity of managing 2 sets of ecosystems and suppliers with the ubiquitous support and maintenance issues associated, there is a significant risk that existing and the most valuable subscribers will become unhappy with the old service and will churn out to a competitor. Looking at these 2 models, clearly the most effective solution would be to remove the dependency on the device for service delivery and move many functions into the network cloud. But given the multiple challenges of resolving seemingly conflicting pressures, ROI, changes in the competitive landscape, consumer expectation, and the increasing cost of content, how do you upgrade and save money while still delivering the optimal customer experience? The core of the conundrum is the set-top box and its ability to decode a signal and display that signal on a connected TV. Elements such as DVR, catch-up, video on demand, and other software elements can be served from the operator core with the set-top box acting as a virtual display device. This concept is at the heart of Amino OS, a software layer and cloud-enabled service that turns both legacy and current generation set-top box hardware into a single unified infrastructure. To do this, Amino OS is deployed as an over-the-network software update to replace the built-in firmware and software stack of the set-top box with its own hardware abstraction layer. At Amino, we call this upcycling, and here's how it works. As you can see, this network has had new life breathed into it with Amino OS deployed into legacy boxes, saving millions in CapEx and enabling the operator to swiftly and efficiently deploy value-added services such as catch-up TV, cloud DVR, and unified search, which can be extended to include analytics. Upcycling requires a minimal period of running parallel platforms with a modern and common UI across old and new devices to maximize legacy investment and smooth out CapEx investment for new set-top boxes. And this migration solution can be delivered in under 12 months. Moving to a single universal operating platform also leads to the simplification of current and future upgrade plans, with the option to mix and match vendors. The removal of vendor lock-in allows more flexibility to provide tiered offerings, allowing set-top boxes that cater for budget, mid-market, and premium subscriber communities. By employing analysis in the rollout of next-generation functionality, operators are in a better position to monetize services with data on subscriber activity, informing marketing campaigns, and the introduction of new features and offerings. So we have seen the strategy of transforming legacy hardware using virtualization allows operators to upcycle existing set-top box hardware to reduce CapEx by up to 80% and reduce the timeframes of rolling out an upgrade to under a year. Upcycling has already enabled operators like PCCW in Hong Kong, Cincinnati Bell in the USA, and GTD in Chile to run the same service across set-top boxes from multiple vendors for easier service rollout, reduced management complexity, and a unified user experience. Creating a path for that future while achieving major cost savings and enabling speed to market for these advanced TV services is at the heart of Operation Upcycle. This is what operators are telling us that they need, and Amino is firmly committed to continuing to deliver for them, working with a wide range of suppliers and partners to execute a seamless and profitable solution. If you have more than 50,000 devices to migrate and would like to find out how upcycling can transform your total cost of ownership within the next 12 months, please get in touch with sales@amino.com for a personalized illustration of the benefits.